I'm very pleased. It's working, yes, wonderful. I'm very pleased to be here today. Sorry for these little technical problems. I'm afraid to be a man, so I feel like I need to apologize after this first part. And I'm afraid to don't play soccer game. So I will try also to be in a team building without soccer game. Today we will try to build the future and to draw the future of humans in the digital world. I will not be very optimistic, and that's why it's very important to be in front of you today, because I think you have a big part inside this globe, inside this global evolution that is arriving. So let's begin by humans. I was thinking a lot lately, overthinking for many stuff. I think I'm writing a book, so that's why, I'm overthinking all the time, day and night. And we are all humans, you are all sapiens. You can be ladies, you can be gentlemen, we are all sapiens. But we are very, very special animals. Do you remember this movie? Some of you remember this movie? This one. It's an amazing story. Because we are the only one animal on Earth to don't be autonomous when we are born. Meaning we need 10 years, 15 years, having parents, family, communities, women, mothers, sisters taking care of us to be able to live by ourselves, to be safe, kind of, by ourselves. But at the same time, we are also, at the end of the life of our parents, the one putting our mother, father, grandmother, grandfather in these kind of houses to wait for them to die. It's a shame. We are not taking care of our parents as they were taking care of us at the beginning. But it's not the only one point. Look at this baby. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. This baby is alone. This baby needs mothers. It's not the case for other animals. A baby dolphin is right away able to swim, right after arriving on Earth, in sea. These babies are, after a few hours, able to walk. That's crazy, because we are not doing that. And we are doing quite very special stuff as animals. I looked lately on the internet, and we are destroying our Earth. It's a picture taken just a few days ago. It's terrible. Look at this sea, what we are doing. You will never see one animal on Earth that is doing that with this environment. We are killing. We are killing for pleasure. It's red by blood. That's us. It's us as sapiens. We are not taking care of some part of the children. This one is poor, this one is hungry, and at the same time we are waiting for the next generation of iPhone. This iPhone is costing for most of the people in my country, you saw that I'm French, it's obvious I think. In my country it's costing almost 1 month of salary for normal, let's say medium salary. At the same time, we are putting in garbage half of what we are producing, and having half of the planet just looking for food and water. You are from Israel, that's a big war, the water war, kind of. I don't see humans, I don't see humanity in this presentation. That's why I'm saying that we are really in a very, very special type of animal. Why am I beginning like that? Because we are acting exactly like babies. Old ones, very old ones, but we are reacting like babies. We are not able to face the responsibilities on a global level. And as you saw, and many of you ladies did at the beginning of your introduction, we are at the beginning of a huge transformation. And it's not a transformation on business only. We are facing huge deal due to technology, due to digital, and this deal will need to be faced and will need to have global answer, not local one, but global one, women and man together to be able to face and to survive, kind of. So let's see what is happening. We are speaking about digital. So I asked myself, and I will try to ask you, what digital means. That's a picture of Vatican, 2005-2013. Vatican is not the most modern place in the world. That's a picture of a concert. When I'm giving talks in some countries, I was in Sochi right before you. In Sochi, I had 1,000 ladies and gentlemen, students, 18, 14, they were all having these phones, taking pictures, taking videos, and that's how it's working right now. I'm not that old, but on my generation, I was burning my hands with lighters, you know? So it means that we need to try to be able to answer the question of what digital means. How is it working when you have these things? How is it working when all of you are sending a message, taking a picture? Why these things is working? We are speaking about something crazy, electronics. In every kind of machine, any kind of machine on Earth, it could be this machine you have in front of you, but it could be also some printers, automobile, everything. You have these little things. It's called a chip. And this little thing is making everything due to one code called binary code. 1 and 0. Everything inside the digital world is a series of 1 and 0. Why 1 and 0 is very easy. It's due to electricity. 1 means electricity is passing. 0 means no electricity. And with a lot of 1 and 0, you are able to make mathematics and to answer any kind of mathematics on Earth. And it's due to one thing, transistor. And we will get back to middle of the last century. Because that's a story who began last of the century. It began because of this guy, the king. Do you like a bit this kind of music?
Yes.
I love it. But Serbian music is very nice too. Any kind of music is lovely. No, not rap, to be true. But this music was important. Why? Because right after the Second World War, you had the necessity for everybody to have this kind of music on a personal way. I don't know if some of you remember, but during the Second World War, you had a big radio station in the middle of a big room for everybody. But they invented this one, the small one, exactly. And this small one began to be the race for transistor to get down the price of transistor, so to begin the competition and the international race of electronics. Without the king on 56, 57, we will never have computer and iPhone right now. And it's due to one law, the Moore law. Forget that. It's easy. Every 18 months, since middle of the last century, the chips you have inside your different machine, the size is getting down by 2, and the power of calculation is getting up by 2 every 18 months. Sometimes less, sometimes more, but it's running since that period of time. It means that now, inside our lot, all our transistor, electronics, iPhone, we have billions of transistors, very, very small one. It means also that this computer, IBM 163, is that big that it's about something like 2 soccer race game stuff. And with this computer, you were able to go on moon. But this computer is way less powerful than what you have in your pocket with your iPhone, Samsung, or smartphone. So that's the race, and that's where we are going. That's the beginning of a lot of revolution. Digital revolution is not one revolution. It's a lot of small revolutions that are getting bigger and bigger. The first one after this transistor was the personal computing. As you have power calculation, we need to put computer inside each houses, flats. The next one was internet. It's a picture of internet at one moment of time. It's a Facebook, in fact, picture, data passing through Facebook. We are speaking in digital revolution about 4 letters, NBIC. 4 technology that just are beginning. Nanotechnology, biotechnology, informatic, and cognitive. All these technologies are arriving, and by the next 20 years, each one is a revolution for us. Each one will put on the floor any kind of business, any kind of government, because it's very powerful. But if I want to be very fair, I need also to speak about other technologies around. Because it's not one technology, it's all the time a mix of technology. Robotics, 3D printing, virtual reality, hybridization, and future of medicine. You need to understand that when we are fighting in a court of recreation of kindergarten, because we are not trusting the same myths, because we are not having the same religion, because we are not having the same color, at that moment of time, we are also raising amazing technology that are all of them a huge storm for all of us as humanity, for all of us as sapiens. We are looking on the floor when everything is arriving around us. So let's stop to be selfish and let's try to understand why and what is exactly happening. Data is the beginning of the problem, of the solution. What does that data mean? Everything around us is creating data. Last year, we had more people connected on the internet by their smartphone on Earth than by their laptop. It means that when you are looking countries by countries and region by region, you have people in Asia, people in India, people in Africa that are more connected on their smartphone than on their laptop. It's totally logical if you are traveling. They don't have enough money to have a laptop. It's too expensive. A smartphone, that's life for them. A smartphone, that's their bank. A smartphone is giving them connection in between people, but at the same time, it's giving them also any kind of information in terms of health, in terms of business. Everybody, even in the center of nowhere, and don't take nowhere as bad words, in Africa, have got a smartphone, minimum one. So it means that smartphone is a revolution. Smartphone, in terms of data, is growing month after month. More and more. And we are speaking about huge amounts of data. Huge amounts of data because of that. Not that because it's an iPhone, but that because it's a smartphone. Do you know why Steve Jobs was so visionary? What was the big vision of Steve Jobs 10 years ago when he created that? For many people, digital means internet. But in fact, it's totally wrong. In many languages, I don't know in yours, but in many languages, digital means finger. And he understood before everybody that you need to be able to answer the need of the population at the end of your fingers. And it's the biblioteca of applications. You don't need to own a car, you need to be able to go from one point to another one. It's called Uber, and so on. And that's the same for any kind of digital technology. It's the basic of the digital revolution. So data, we are in 2017, what does it mean? It means that every minute, we are watching on Netflix 70,000 hours of movies. Every minute. It means that for those who are in this application of some will say networking, I will say more dating, like Tinder and so on. Every minute on Earth, you have 1 million people saying, I like, I don't like, I like, oh, I like. And all of these informations are data. Everything is saved somewhere, and everything is used somewhere by one of the companies. Last year, we were uploading inside the cloud 50 zeta octet of data. Yes, I have the same ratio. It's not giving me any information. It's a line of, you know this DVD stuff, 30 times around the Earth. Wikipedia is my friend. Zeta octet, that's not the last one, but I don't know how to say these numbers, even in my language. Somewhere there is a trillion something, but I don't know. That's what was uploaded last year. And when we are looking at the growth, We are expecting, before 2020, 40 zeta octet. You don't imagine how much it is, and what we can do is that. But all these data need, by definition, cleverness and intelligence on the back. And we are not enough on Earth to manage it. That's why we are investing so much money in artificial intelligence for many, many reasons, but for some very business reasons and big problem for humanity. This guy is clever. But what means cleverness? Is it IQ? Because if it's IQ, I have a big problem, because I'm French, and looking at the reports, we are losing IQ since 10 years. And I'm sorry for the people from UK, that's the same for my dear friends from London. We are using IQ, and that's the opposite in Singapore, for example. That's why I deeply agree with you when you are saying that education is everything. Because we need to adapt the way we are doing education. Because we can't anymore do education as we did yesterday in a digital world where everything is known. So you are deeply in the truth. And it's very important because when I'm speaking about AI, when you are talking about AI with your friends, with your family, for people, AI is not Jarvis. For those who are not very famous and close to cinema, movies, Jarvis, that's Iron Man. Okay, let's get back. Jarvis is the artificial intelligence of Iron Man. People are thinking, for most of them, that when you are speaking about AI, that is kind of AI. Odyssey 2001, it could be that. But that's, you know, the mass people. In fact, AI is something very more interesting. And it's based on what is arriving on internet, a mutation. Internet, since the beginning, that's that. You are searching any kind of word on internet, any kind of things with words. You are using keywords, now you can use sentences, but you are using words. Let's try to find this dress with words. No way. It means that we need now, in a world where you are using a lot of video, pictures, we are uploading every day 2 billion pictures on Facebook, every day. We need to be able not to use words anymore, but to be more interactive, to be more reactive, and to use what we see, to give to computers what we are, to make computers being more humans. It means that we need to give sense to computers. That's why we are spending so much money in this technology. It's a part of AI. It's giving senses to computers. Because computers are not a big problem. As I explained you very fast, I agree. Computers is electronic. Electronic is binary code. It means 1 and 0. So when you see my friend, tell me that you know it, and then you know him. Why? Thank you, because I felt with Iron Man that I had a kind of jump in the hall. When you see this gentleman, computers see pixels. Computer doesn't have any idea about what is on the picture. Computer knows that there is a point at one place, and this point is this color, depending on the 20 million color inside the digital world. So it means that computer doesn't know. That's why we are spending so much money to give vision, to be eyes, to computer, to transform the matrix in Neo. We are giving computers so much things. What does that mean? That means when you have Google, for example, Yandex in some countries, and so many other companies, having these cars taking pictures of everything, by foot, by bicycle, sometime on the water, I saw them also inside the desert. When you have these people taking pictures, back to that, computers are able to look at it and by themselves to analyze this picture, to put on it the different signalization. We all have one application of Google. It means that Google knows minutes by minutes, meters by meters where we are. If you are on a road where you are supposed to be on 50 kilometers by hour, and by any chance you are 2 kilometers by hour, 2 options. First one, you are in the traffic jam. Second one, you are walking. But by comparison with other people around, we know if it's for everybody or just for you. It's called Waze. It is from Tel Aviv. It means that computers are now able to give by themselves and to see by themselves any kind of information. There is no humans on the back. But if you are going bigger, it means that this young lady, the computer will see by itself with no line of code on the back that it's a lovely Russian girl speaking, playing tennis, wearing white, and so on. By itself, it's mathematics, just mathematics. It's going more deeper. It means that any kind of picture, any kind of video, the computer knows pixel by pixel. If that's a road, if that's a human, if that's the sky, everything. So it means that we are losing everything. Because when you are putting a nice picture of you with your children on morning time, on breakfast, with this lovely breakfast table with Kellogg's. Do you have Kellogg's here? Yes, with Kellogg's on the table, and some, I don't know, chocolate, Nescafe, or what you want. Facebook knows it right away. He knows that you have ladies, you have boys, what age, which race, white, black, Chinese, Japanese, everything. It means that they know that you are wearing black, they know that you are hearing music, any kind of music. If you morning time you are hearing, for example, jazz. I love jazz. If you are hearing jazz, and one morning you are hearing kind of art, electro music, you know, this kind of things, there is a kind of little problem in your life. We will know everything about that. Ladies, I'm sorry to tell you that, but Facebook knows, and it's proven that since 2013 we are able, just by the way you are using internet and Facebook, we know if you are pregnant before you start. That's right. I'm not speaking about the guys because they are all the time the last ones. But anyway. But it's not enough. It's not enough. Why? Because we need at the same time to be able to give the ability to computers to go faster. We are not enough on Earth, engineers, data analysts, and so on, to teach computers. So we are learning new stuff, and you are teaching now computer to learn by themselves. So we are teaching computer to be able by themselves to create line of codes, to understand what is on the picture without any training. What does it mean? It means that this lovely game, you know, it's very fast, it's easy. I was losing so much this game. That's a computer, an algorithm, mathematics. On the back, this game, after a few minutes, he understands how it is and what he needs to do. You need to understand that that's a computer who is playing alone. There is no line of code, meaning no instruction. I'm just saying the computer that he needs to be the one having more points than ever. After a few minutes, he understood that, in fact, he needs to move the racket. And after something like 1 hour, I don't know if it's 1 hour, it's 240 minutes, a bit more, he understands that to win, he needs to put the ball on the back. So he's doing, and right away, he will be winning way faster than us. It was 10 years ago. So it means that, look at this lovely robot. His name is Neo. That's the laboratory I'm working with. How to learn to walk. First of all, we are showing the robot how to walk, how we are walking. There is no line of code, we are just showing him, and the robot is following by itself. And after a few hours, the robots will be in a position to learn by itself. So you will see, that's interesting because like that he looked like going in jail. And now step 2, he will learn by itself. So he's beginning and falling on the floor. The video is a bit long, so I will just explain you. After 4 hours, the computer understood how to walk. The robots walk by itself way better than any humans. I just remember, I don't have a child, but I remember that a child that's something like 18 months, something like that. 4 hours. So it means that we are in a big trouble. Why? Because when you are training the computer, you are able to train the computer for many kind of games, many kind of competitions. It's a competition was done between Google, DeepMind, AlphaGo, against this gentleman who is a worldwide champion in Go game. I don't know if you are playing Go game. Go game is something very different than chess. You have as much options and atoms on the universe. It means that you can't win by mathematics, you need to give intuition, you need to give feeling. And that's what is happening. 1 year ago, a bit more, March last year, the worldwide champion lost 4 games, and he won 1 against this competition, against this AI. And just a few days ago, DeepMind decided, Google decided to create a new algorithm able to teach himself from scratch. No training anymore. It means that now we are able just to tell a computer to look, to study by itself, and he will be able to do it by itself. Are we humans? You will tell me that we are humans, so we are still in a position to be able to have a, let's say, kind of particularity, plus. So that's kind of human emotions. But human emotions means that we need to be able to read these emotions. Men are not that good to read emotions of ladies. I need to tell you that the truth also are the opposite. So we are not very good in talking and reading emotions. The problem is the fact that computers are very good in it. We are teaching computers to read emotions since now years. You are able to see that just by mathematics, this young lady, very lovely one, is perhaps happy, at least neutral. And that's the same for everything, all the time. Everybody is like that. So we are creating software, this one, able to read your emotions. Way better than we will read the emotion by ourselves. Way better meaning you give the ability to computers to read on you, so to adapt what they are thinking, what they are acting, depending on your reaction. Because we are still having emotions. But the big difference between us and computer in terms of emotion, what is it? Our emotions are chemistry. We can't deal with it, it's chemistry. Their emotions are mathematics and electronics. This is Google Pictures. Google Pictures is doing the same, it's helping you to find and to organize all your pictures. Google Pictures is also dreaming. That's a picture taken inside the database, and it was done by the AI without any line of code. Again, the computer is now dreaming. Because we are giving abilities to AI, we are giving abilities to machine to develop themselves and to think by themselves. We were thinking that it's perhaps clever to ask a computer from these pictures left up to take the best painter in the world from the last century and just to copy it. Same style. Less than 1 second. I don't know for you, but on Earth, only for one painter, you don't have 10 people on Earth able to do the same work. Taking a picture and adapting this picture depending on the style of any kind of painter, it's beginning to be a big deal, a huge big deal. Because computer, machine, all this digital work, in fact, that's amazing, because you are putting thousands of data inside a black box. You don't know at all what is happening in the black box. Nobody knows it. And at the end of the black box, you have value. Huge level of value. Value for business, value for cities, value for everything. And that's what is changing and what is so amazing. What does that mean for brands, for companies? It means that the goal for the next years is to assist us, to babysit us, to create this kind of assistance, able to follow us any kind of time, and to give us any kind of advice, any kind of feeling before we even think about anything. It means that when you have a competition in a few months now against Amazon HomePod, Apple HomePod, Amazon Alexa, or Google Home, you know these things inside your home, I don't know if you have that here, but it's a huge competition worldwide. At the same time, the people are launching this problematic, the problematic of pancakes. I love this problematic. Just let's take a few minutes for it. If you are like me, you don't know how to do any pancakes. I love to cook, but cooking sweetness is not the same as cooking salty stuff. Salty stuff is art. Sweetness, that's chemistry. I don't know to cook that. So I'm asking in my kitchen, Alexa, that's a little name of, you know, the Amazon stuff. What's the recipe of pancakes? Alexa is explaining me very kindly, lovely voice, that inside pancakes I need eggs, milk. Okay, I'm from France, north of France, we are putting some beer inside this thing, but it's very nice. Any kind of stuff and flowers. It appears that my fridge is empty. So I'm asking Alexa right away, can you, living in Paris, can you please order what is needed? And as I'm living in Paris, in less than 1 hour, someone is ding dong on my door and bringing me my milk and everything needed. I'm doing my pancakes. My friends are arriving, we are drinking some cider. The night is amazing. I just have one question, ladies, just one. How Alexa is choosing the brand of milk? How Alexa is choosing the brand of eggs? How artificial intelligence in the world where we are going is choosing which company, which kind of brand you will not buy, because you will not buy anymore. That will be AI that will buy for you. 3 options. First one, you have this Nestle and big companies putting billions for being the first one. No way. Why? Because there is one very big thing back to these technologies. Trust. Ask a friend of you in a city you don't know. A good restaurant. Ask him, and you're arriving in the restaurant is shitty like terrible. You will never ask again this friend an advice. And it's exactly the same with this technology. That's why Amazon is now making no advertising on this kind of technology. So the first one, away. Second one, marketing stuff. Asking thousands of questions, you know, what do you like, you don't like. Me, after 5, you lose me. So away, out. Of course, that's data. We know everything about everybody. Alexa will know that I love this kind of, you know, nice meats from this guy and not another one. Alexa will know that I'm eating bio, I'm vegan, or I prefer this kind of vegetables or this kind of fruits. And by definition, Alexa will buy what is good for us, what is good, depending on the AI and the data they have for us as humans. So it means that you can spend billions now in marketing and communication. If you don't understand that what you need to give to consumers, to create with consumers, is a special link. And not a link because you are less expensive or well-placed close to everybody. A link because you are assuming values, you are assuming who you are fucked up. It's finished. That's why banks are fucked up for the moment. Because what's the difference between 2 banks? They are banks. That's the same for many retailers, and that's the same for many business. That's a big, big move due to technology. Let's finish by a few information, because I see that some people are telling me. What's the future of sapiens in the digital world? First of all, I'm a bit afraid because we were opening a line between people having money and people not having money the last century, and it was something like, sorry, I need space. That was since the first industrial war. That's the first line. Second line, you have people accessing information and people not accessing information. It's making inegalities on the earth. You have the information or not. If you don't have the information, you don't have the power, because information is power. And the third line is arriving, and that's something very bad for us. You will have people having access to these technologies and people not having access at all. People being able to stay alive for hundreds of years and people not able at all. And that's a big deal for us. This gentleman is someone I deeply admire. I think that's one of the main thinkers on earth still alive. He gave many talks, and the last one he gave before the summer period was a talk in Cambridge. And he explains that for him, if you are keeping following to unrespect environments, and if you are keeping following to develop the technology as we are doing, we will not be on Earth at the end of the century anymore, as human beings. And it's something, unfortunately, I'm deeply trusting. Because I have one question, and that's something which is making me thinking a lot. Is it because we can do, in a technological way, anything, that we should do it? Is it because I have the power of God now that I need to don't have any responsibilities? Google owners are thinking that death is a technical problem. So they're spending billions in companies, and one company, just to kill the death by the end of the century. If you have children, if you have friends having children, half of the children now in kindergartens will live until 150 years. I'm less than 40, I'm very close to 40, and just by the thing that thinking that I will live that long, I just want to stop, you know? And that's a big problem, because if you are not dying, you can't enjoy the life. If you are not poor, how is it possible to enjoy being rich? If you are not loved, how do you want to enjoy to don't be loved? So we need, as human people, to be balanced. And that's something very, very problematic, because we are amazed by animals. You are putting on any kind of social media, animals like that, you have thousands of people answering, commenting, and these kind of things. That's fine. We are crazy with these animals. In France now, in Germany, in many countries, you are killing these animals. It's the same than killing people. So you are going in jail and so on. It's good. But what does that mean? It means that animals are giving us. What will it be in a world where we will have robots able to give you the same than animals? In terms of feeling, in terms of reaction, what will it be when you will be cheated by robots? Is it cheating? That's a question. Because we will have these robots present by 20, 25 years, minimum. And it could open a lot of questions. It's done for us. So it's trying to do two things. The first one, to create a company who is able to go on Mars. It's SpaceX. And the second thing is to try to save the Earth by creating social companies, by creating Tesla, by creating solar companies and so on, and at the same time to try to overgrade human people. Because this company is just putting implant inside the brain of young people to be as clever as AI. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. At the same time, we are creating new race. The first company on the world able to create new, you know, this kind of DNA sequencing is a Chinese company. 48% of the 400 million people living in China and having the same level of life than us are now thinking that we are in a competition. You, and me, and them. And meaning, if they have a child tomorrow, they don't have any problem to have a child in laboratory, more clever, not with blue eyes, just with bigger brain. And that's something that is arriving very fast. We are creating, by 20 years, in some region of the world, Russia, China, States, we are creating new kind of humans by babies arriving in laboratories. And us, we are still putting a line between good and bad, and thinking that, do we need to do that or not? My point is not to tell you it's bad. My point is just to tell you we need to think about that, because it's arriving very, very fast. All these companies, GAFA in States, but BATX, so Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent, Xiaomi in China are spending billions by month in this technology. When us, we don't have the beginning in Europe, and I consider Serbia inside Europe, we don't have any beginning of company just having the data and working on these fields. It's absolutely crazy, because tomorrow we are gods, and we need absolutely to think what will be the future of human people inside this world. How will we react? And we need to go bigger, because this world I don't want. You know this crazy world. Because if that's the world, I found a very nice way to kill ourselves. I deeply trust what you saw and what you both said. We need to have dreams. We need to think that things could be done. And for the moment, everything is on the table. Technology is a tool. You are part of the solution as women, because you are part of the solution, understanding what is happening and being able to put generation, civilization from everywhere together, just to make the line moving. We need to face what is happening, and we need to face it on a global way. We need to face it with Chinese, Russian, and everybody, because artificial intelligence is the nuclear weapon of the next century. And I can tell you that people are not thinking at all that is good or bad. And we are nobody to tell Chinese is bad, but they are nobody to tell us it's good. So we need to face that, and you are part of the solution. Because me, I want a world where you children, mine, my people, everybody are able to have a future. And for the moment, the big problem is the fact where we have a table, and on this table we have options. The best one, solution for disease, for pollution and everything, and the worst one ever. You told Armageddon, if I remember well. It means that, let's be hummingbirds, all of us. You are big, you are small, you are powerful, you are nobody. We don't care, everybody is someone. We need all of us to do that. Do you remember the story of this hummingbird? We are in the center of a big forest. The forest is in fire. Everybody is going out of the forest, all the animals. And they are crossing the road of this little bird. Crossing the road of this bird and telling him, "What the fuck are you doing? You will die." He told, and he answered, "I don't care. I will put water, even if I'm small, in the center. I will have done my job." And it's exactly what you need to do. You need to take care of that and to be part of, because globally we will all be able to change the life. That's the logo of my company.